welcome back to my channel. Yes, I did get my hair cut. I don't know if you can really tell, but I feel like it's a lot shorter. So this is a video that I have been planning to make for a really long time, and I've said that I'm going to make it in lots of videos, and I feel like there's lots of different ways that I could go about this video, so bear with me. First of all, I do want to address the current situation of the world with the protests and the riots and this big movement that is happening. I hope everyone is staying safe and healthy and fighting for what's right. But during this time, just make sure that you're staying safe and staying educated. And yes, I just wanted to address that little bit because I think it's important. I don't want to just film a video and not talk about it. So yeah, make sure you're staying safe, staying educated, know what's happening and all of that stuff. So this video is kind of going to be talking about college and what I'm doing. I'm not sure that I'm going to do like a college reveal because I don't really want to like share where I'm going to school. I just feel like that's really, I don't know, I'm just not a fan of that. I might in the future, but right now I don't think that I want to do that. But I will share some of the schools that I applied to and kind of that whole process. This video is going to have some advice in it, and it's going to kind of just have some of my experience because I feel like I've had a really unique experience when it comes to applying for colleges. Okay, so I applied to 21 schools total and I got accepted at 20. I applied to 8 in-state schools, 12 out-of-state, and 1 international. And like I said, I got 1 rejection and then I got 1 deferral that became an acceptance later on. I'm probably not going to share all of the schools that I applied to just because I don't really want to reveal where I live, so I'll probably just be sharing the out-of-state schools that I applied to. So yeah. So first I want to talk about my high school stats. Now this is not, I'm not doing this to brag even though it's my hard work. I don't know how I can be bragging about my hard work. But I'm not doing this to like show like, oh my gosh, you need to praise me or anything. But I think that my stats very much show the brokenness of the education system. I think that it is so messed up. That's just my opinion. My parents are educators, so I'm very much, I have been like involved in the education system since I was little, so I'm very aware of all of the things that are going on, especially in my state, but also on a national level. I officially finished 9th in my class out of 440 kids, I think, so I'm in the top like 2% or 1% or something like that. I finished with a 4.36 GPA, and at the beginning of the year I started as number 22 and I finished number 9 like I said. Graduated summa cum laude with honors. I went to a 5-week college program which automatically gets me merit money at most of my state schools. Involved in probably 12 extracurriculars, and then I also held many officer positions within those extracurriculars. One good thing that was on my college applications is that my cat just jumped down. I started the dance team my sophomore year. My cat is walking around behind me, I'm sorry. I was president of student council for 2 years and vice president for 1 year, secretary of National Honor Society for 1 year, and secretary of drama club for 2 years. I was accepted into my county's or my school district's superintendent leadership council. I was also on the principal council for my school, which I was also accepted into. I was accepted into a regional leadership program with kids from a bunch of other schools. I was also in a leadership position at my youth group. I have a very good variety of extracurriculars, which I think helped me out a lot in the college process. And I didn't do all of these extracurriculars solely because I wanted to do them for college, but because I really did genuinely enjoy doing them. I loved doing all of these things and getting involved because I hate being bored. I volunteer a lot. I do a mission trip every year. I volunteer at a camp for a week. I do like soup kitchens and all of that fun stuff throughout the year. So I also have a lot of volunteer hours as well. Probably have close to like 80 hours or something throughout the school year for volunteers. Next, we're gonna get into the ACT. I'm sure a lot of you know about my ACT struggle, and that is the thing that really is holding me back. So we're gonna talk about that, and that's kind of why I think the education system is broken. Okay, so I took the ACT 7 times starting my sophomore year all the way up until the very last time you could take it senior year for colleges to accept it. I took a week-long ACT class my first week of summer last year, and then I took 2 weekend seminars throughout the school year this year. I have done endless practice tests, endless practice books, everything I possibly can to get my score up, and after taking it 7 times, I only got a 26. Now, granted, I am very grateful to have a 26, but a 26 on college merit award and scholarship charts is nothing. So for example, at one of the schools, the 5-week college program that I went to only counts for scholarship and merit money within the state I live in, so at the schools that I applied to within state. And if I didn't go to that 5-week college program and wasn't accepted into it, I would be having no money for college. So a summa cum laude 4.36 GPA student would be getting no money for college because of her ACT score. I don't know if you guys think that's a little messed up, but I do, because I worked my butt off, and I think that's messed up. The fact that if I wouldn't have applied to that college program, I would be worthless to schools, and that really rubs me the wrong way. So, because of that, I applied to several scholarships to the point where, like, I was so drained out from them. But this was in my high school advice video. Apply for scholarships because I promise they will pay off. I applied, let me show you. Showed you guys this in my high school advice video, but it is a big piece of paper with scholarships, and I applied to 70 outside scholarships. Oh, and I'm also a 2020 U.S. presidential candidate, which is chosen by the U.S. Department of Education. So, again, a kid who was chosen by the U.S. Department of Education with the 26 ACT wouldn't get money for college without this college program. But that's besides the point, I'm sorry. I applied to 70 outside scholarships, and I am now going to school with the merit money from my college program, which barely makes a dent in my tuition, I must say. To college with close to $8,000 worth of scholarships that I received because I applied to outside scholarships within my community. It was a lot of hard work, but I would definitely say that it paid off. So if you do anything, and especially if you're in my situation, apply to as many outside scholarships as you can, and they really help you with interviews. And granted, I guess I could have tried harder and got a better score, but I took it 7 times and I don't know what else to do. I just want everybody to know that an ACT score does not define you, and it does not show how hard you work at all. I've had to endure a lot academically to make myself stand out, and I feel like that proves my hard work. So just remember that. I just think that this is kind of something that maybe some of you need to hear if you're struggling with standardized test scores or not feeling good enough for colleges. Make them know your worth and make them know what they're missing. I think that there are a few good components of standardized testing, but to get into a school and to get money for college that is already way too expensive for the average person to afford is ridiculous. And I'm not bashing a specific school or anything like that. I'm not bashing the school that I'm going to because I love the school that I'm going to. I'm just saying in general. So next we're going to move into the colleges that I applied to, and like I said, I'm probably not going to share the in-state schools that I applied to because that obviously would give away where I live. But I am going to apply, or I'm going to share some of the out-of-state schools that I applied to. Okay, so you guys know that I love New York City, and my dream school was NYU, but I ultimately decided that it was way too expensive to apply, so I ended up applying to a few other schools in New York City. Well, not really New York City, but New York, or close to it. So the first one that I got accepted into was Canisius College. Well, this isn't the first one, but this is the first one I'm showing you. It's Canisius College. I think that's how you say it. Next up is St. John's University. Now, St. John's, I actually got an interview for a scholarship there, but I ultimately didn't. I was put on the wait list, and it would have still been too expensive for me to attend anyway. I then got accepted into Ithaca College. Now, I do want to point out that a lot of these were free application fees. Obviously, my family did not spend this much money on application fees, so a lot of these schools, they were either free apps or there was like something where I could get like a free application somehow, so just to put that out there. Next college that I want to show you guys is probably the one that hurt the most because I couldn't attend it, and it kind of just like irks me still to this day. It makes me really sad, but it also makes me really happy. I'm really proud of myself because this school only has a 40-ish% acceptance rate, and it's in the top 75 schools in the nation, and that is Fordham University in New York City. Other than NYU, this is like the school for me. So I got deferred the first semester and then got accepted, or got deferred for the early action and then got accepted for regular admission. So the fact that I got in like still blows my mind, but the fact that I can't attend really hurts me. But it was ultimately the best decision for me, so that way I didn't have much debt getting out of school, and then I can move to New York City after college after saving. So those were the schools in New York City that I applied to, and now I'm just going to kind of go through the out-of-state schools that I applied to. So next is Ohio University. I applied to this university because they had a really good journalism scholarship, and I want to do communication or journalism. So I actually got an interview for this scholarship and then ultimately decided that it was best to just reject the interview. I wanted someone else who actually wanted to attend Ohio University to be able to receive that opportunity. It just wasn't the best fit for me, not that it's bad school or anything. I also didn't get to visit a lot of these schools due to COVID, so maybe I would end up going somewhere else, but the fact that I didn't get to visit them kind of made it difficult. Next is Eastern Michigan University, St. John's College. This school is in Santa Fe, New Mexico, and they send the coolest stuff. Like, their envelopes are so fancy. I'm kind of obsessed with them. This had a seal on it. I don't know where I put the seal. I definitely kept it, but oh, this one has a seal on it. Look at that. That's so fancy. I felt like I was like getting into Hogwarts or something. This next school also kind of hurts me. Illinois Tech. This is one of the top schools in the nation. I actually got a opportunity to go to their scholarship symposium, if you know what that is. And I did not get the scholarship, and granted, if I did get the scholarship, I would definitely be going here because it's in the heart of Chicago. But sadly I did not, and it just wasn't meant to be. Next is Coastal Carolina University. I actually loved the school when I was planning on touring it, but then this all happened, so maybe I would have gone here. I don't really know. I obviously don't want to go to a school that I've never been to before. Next is the University of Alabama, because why not? I'm pretty sure it was a free application, and I was like, how can I not? So I applied to the University of Alabama. The last one that I'm going to share with you guys, or no, the second to last one that I'm going to share with you guys is St. Edward's University in Austin, Texas. I applied here because some of my family lives here, and I was really planning on going to this one. I was about to buy the tickets, and then this all happened. So it's here. The last school that I want to share with you guys is an international school, and it is in Wales, and I really do not know how to say it. I think it's Aberystwyth or something like that. Let me ask Siri. Aberystwyth University in Wales. I adored this school, and I'm actually thinking about maybe studying abroad there or something. I've been in contact with the people over there. I just think it's so cool, and it was actually fairly cheap. They have like a thing for international students where you don't have to pay as much, so I was really debating it, especially before I got the extra merit award money. I was like, it's almost the same price for me to go to Wales for school, which tells you how messed up our education system is. Maybe I will find myself there eventually, I don't know. So those were all of the out-of-state and international schools that I were accepted to, and my one rejection was from Tulane University in New Orleans. So due to the expense of college, and even though my New York City and Fordham dreams are crushed, I ultimately decided that the best decision for me was to go to a state school, so that is what I'm doing. I love the city that my state school is in. I'm very happy to be going there, and the good thing is I can save money to move to New York or to a city that I want to move to. I'm not giving up on my dreams or anything like that. I'm still like the biggest dreamer I know. And I do want to say that the college that you decide should be a college that fits you. It doesn't have to be the perfect school or your dream school or anything like that. It should be something where you feel comfortable and you can get out with the least debt as possible, especially with kind of like the world that my class has to go into is going to be a struggle. But pick the school that's right for you and that's financially correct for your family or for you, and apply to as many scholarships as you can. I hope 4 years from now or 5 years from now, 6 years from now, I'm living in New York City, living out my dreams. I have a great job, and it is only up from here, I hope, because 2020 was a big blow. So again, I wanted to make this video just to show you guys that the college process is not perfect, and it is hard, and I have struggled, and I just wanted to share my story. So hopefully you guys are okay with that. But I have decided to attend a state school, and I'm super excited for you guys to see all of my college videos. This is really weird that I'm gonna be in college, but I don't know. We're gonna see how it works. Yeah, don't give up on yourself, even though I had to give up on Fordham. It's okay. It's okay. I will be fine. I promise. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in next week's video. Stay safe, stay healthy. I love you guys. Wishing you the best.